Okay then guys, this is the user guide for the C1 Maths Past Paper Revision Smart Worksheet. So this is a smart worksheet or a live worksheet for revision purposes. Call it a live worksheet or a smart worksheet. It's up to you. I'll be putting it up on Google Play in a few days time, so look out for it. Google Play. Basically if you just type in C1 Maths, then it should come up. And basically when you type that into Google Play, if you see a doggy icon, that's one of my apps. The dog's name is Freddy, by the way. So when you see a Freddy, that'll be one of my apps. All my apps are free. So you're welcome to download any one or more of them, of course. This one is on C1 Maths Past Paper for the EdExcel examination board. And it's 2012. We're going through both January's and June 2012 past paper. Basically this is the arrangement of the live worksheet then. The past papers are here as PDFs if you want to just access them and look at the paper first. Then you can go through the question by question and make your selection. When you've had a go at the question, basically you'll have a video that fires up, so you can press pause, have a go at the question and then press play. Once you've had a go, ideally, and then press play to watch the solution. When you've had a go, it will tick off the questions you've looked at, so you can keep a track of your progress. There's resets, so you can reset any particular row, or reset all is there. If you have a question on any of these problems here, or an additional problem related to C1 Maths, then by all means send me an email. I'll have a look at it, and if I get time, if you capture a picture of the question you've got, I'll write you up a YouTube video link and send you a link if I get time. This is the user guide, of course. I'll be putting in an array of tools. I might put in an integrator, a plotter. I might put in a plotter, I might put in a differentiator. But a selection of tools that are available for you to use so you can check problems of your own. I'll put in the recommended apps and also my app developer page here. The PDFs, the mark schemes, I'll put in here as well, so that you can look at the actual printouts of the solutions for the respective papers January and June 2012 for the EdExcel examination board. And any extras between now and the time I put it up on Google Play, I'll be sure to include those as well. So it just remains for me to wish you all the best if you're taking a C1 examination in the near future. If you do go into exam, just a quick word on what might be a good approach if you go into an examination. Basically you want to read the paper, don't you? Spend a minute or two reading the paper, and that enables you to choose the questions. So you'll have a choice of what questions you like to do first if you look through the paper. Sometimes you might be really good at some topics and you want to get off to the best possible start, so it might be a good idea to get those done. Other questions are more long-winded and contrived, and or tedious, and they can take a little bit longer to do and can be problematic. So maybe you'd want to leave them towards the latter part of the examination. Also, by looking and scanning the paper for a minute or two, you actually allow your brain to subconsciously register the questions, so that even though you're working on other questions, your mind is still working at the solutions for the questions you're yet to come to, because you've had a little look at them in advance. So that's always a good approach as well. And then of course when you've done the questions and you've had a go as good as possible, then you'd want to have an double check. So when you've finished, if you don't go out early, always double check the paper if you get time at the end, and if you go through all the stuff you've double checked, then triple check there, so you eke out every last possible mark so you get the just desserts for all your hard work. Sometimes some questions you may not be able to do one part of the question, but you can do the next part. And other questions, when you check them, they actually say show that, so they won't need double checking, because if you've shown that something is the case, then you've got the correct answer from the paper already. So be selective in what you need to double check and triple check in the first instance. And also, even if you can't do a particular question at the beginning, you may look at the question, see the subsequent parts to do. So as I say, so that you can eke out every last possible mark for the examination paper. So all the best then guys, if you've got a paper exam in the near future, hope it goes well. Any feedback's appreciated or tips, or questions or suggestions that you might have, by all means send them in. So all the best then, and hopefully I'll catch you again in another Smart Worksheet. Cheers!